You, my friend, are a disgusting human. Now, I
Alabama.
mentioned earlier that Brian did some pretty fucking
Lord,
disgusting
I'm
things.
coming
Like,
home
fucking
to you.
disgusting. You are a fucking disgusting, vile piece of shit.
I am a school shooter. Fuck you. Hello everyone and welcome back to a series I like to call My Thoughts On. A series in which I take a look at some people's channels and critique their content. Today I've decided to take on a big dog with a name I'm sure you're all aware of. MXNVD is a YouTuber with over 500 subscribers. This is no small feat, might I add. Max's first video was on a YouTuber who I don't think a lot of you have heard of. I think his name is Derv? Fucking cares. Get it? But this video got a considerable amount of views, especially since he was so small at the time. Which was less than a year ago, might I add. But I think Derv is too easy of a target. But I'll let it pass. After all, it seems like it was his first video, and we all have not really good videos when we first start out. You know, I'm a prime example of that. But the point is that we all have very shitty videos when we first start up, or really not good ones. But what's this? 4 videos later, another Derv video? And take a look at the title, too. Derv Lies. Holy shit! Derv Lies? Who'd have fucking thought, you know? Man, I thought he was just a pillar of wisdom. Obviously, you know what I'm getting at. It's really fucking obvious, but it did pull in a considerable amount of views. So good on him. You'll start to notice a trend when you take a look at his channel. Almost all of his videos, except for like 3 of them, are on other YouTubers and making fun of them. And they aren't really that bad, and don't get me wrong, I like a bit of poking fun, I like a bit of bullying, you know. It's really good. But when it takes up over 90% of your content, it gets a little repetitive. And ever since the hypo-wasty video, that word has been thrown around a lot, but for a very good reason. But not a lot of people took a look at Max's content and considered the same thing. What I think you should do is make another series in which you do something else other than making fun of people. If you can't think of anything, I'll give you a few ideas. Number 1, the skits at the starting of the Under Investigation videos. Those can be turned into something kind of like a little series that you could make. I think a lot of people would like it. I definitely like it, and you know, I think it would bring in a considerable amount of views if you do the right things and you make it funny enough. Yes, it's going to be a bit harder to edit, I know, but effort is key. And I think that if you put enough effort and if you put enough time and if you put enough scripting into it, I think you can make it funny, and I think a lot of people would love that. I know I'd love it. It's definitely better than the 12 Days of Christmas thing, which we shall not bring up ever again. Another thing you can do is pull a Pyrocynical and make a gaming series. Personally, with enough effort and the right game, I think it would be incredibly funny. And I definitely watch it. I say this because I know you love to take inspiration from iDubbbz, which may sound like a bad thing now that's coming out of my mouth, but trust me, I love the idea of Under Investigation. But just the idea alone. This is where my next point lies. Under Investigation is a ripoff of iDubbbz Content Cop, and a complete opposite of My Thoughts On, taking a look at the person's personality instead of the person's content. You see, in theory, it's a good idea because it gives the scum of the small commentary community a reason not to be scummy. We would have our very own version of iDubbbz, who obviously is MXNVD, but there are some issues that I hope Max will fix after seeing this video, and I hope it makes the Under Investigation videos a whole lot better. Firstly, announcing the fact that you're going to make an Under Investigation video really takes the fear away. And what I mean by that is when iDubbbz does a content cop, he never usually announces it before he makes it, or he never usually announces that he's making one. And when it springs up on you, it makes the experience of being content copped all the more scary because you don't know what the hell will happen. I mean, it's fucking horrifying. Imagine being a big YouTuber and just all of a sudden seeing that iDubbbz has made a content cop on your channel. You're really fucked, especially if you don't respond right. Secondly, doing Under Investigation videos too often will make them boring and less special, and they'll mostly feel rushed after a while. Part of what makes a content cop scary and special is that iDubbbz takes a lot of time into making these and planning them to make them just right. Now, am I saying you didn't put enough effort into it? No, I'm just saying you could definitely take a lot more time in planning into your Under Investigation videos, and you don't need to do them back to back. And if you keep looking for another person to make another Under Investigation on, right after you've just gone done with another one, it will kill the series, 100%. Thirdly, those cool little clips that you keep putting at the end of the Under Investigation video and the follow-up video, they will also seem overused and boring after a while if you keep doing Under Investigation videos and responses. Also, this wasn't scripted, so it might be a little fucked up. That little scary part that you put at the first part of the actual Under Investigation video on hypo-wasty, you could have kept that creepy tone. For me, it kind of bothered me that when you did that little creepy thing at the first part and you didn't keep it, it kind of ruined the tone of the first part and just made it fucking stupid. It made it a little more laughable when I watched it over the second time. Max uploaded a Cuphead video a while back, and it was one of the 3 videos that wasn't making fun of another YouTuber that was shitty. And it really did well, getting almost 14k views, making him able to monetize his content. It was also riding off the success of Phoenix's video, with about 1.1 million views. Now, I'll only say this because he literally does pretty much the exact same thing that Phoenix's does, or at least from what I've seen. Now, I have nothing wrong with writing off the success of a particular trending topic, but you could have done more with the video, to be completely honest, and it just felt like a fucking copy of Phoenix's video. But that's just me. I really did not like that. And I genuinely enjoy your content. I do gotta that some of the art that the fan base has done is fucking horrible. I mean, just fucking look at that. This is not something you're supposed to be showing to fans of a fucking video. This shit right here, this shit, this, you can fuck off with that. You can go fuck off with that. Okay? Fuck you. Anyways, regardless of what you decide to do with this criticism, I'll still be watching your videos because it reminds me of how shit my content actually is. Oh, that's fucking gay. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and please be sure to check Max out. He's in the description. He does good shit, and I'll see you guys next time. Fucking kill me.